welcome back or welcome to my channel. My name is Pagen and here we talk about all things books. So today's video we are going to be picking my April reads from my TBR jar, so I will just grab that one moment. Here we go. So very quick recap, and I promise this time it will be a quick recap. So start of the year I decided to get back into reading. Since becoming a mum in August 2022 I kind of forgot about reading. I decided to start reading in January. I set a challenge of 40 books in 2025, so that works out at 3.3 books a month, but each month I just pick 4 prompts from my jar, pick 4 books and just read as much as I possibly can. So far so good. I will be doing my March reads wrap up early April. It's not going the best, to be honest, but hey ho, that's not what we're here to talk about today. So we're just going to get started. I'm going to pick the first prompt. Oh my god. So first prompt. Oh yes, a book with under 300 pages. I'm just glad to get a short book. In February I had just massive books, and in March I had the intention of getting small books, but that didn't really go to plan either. So I am excited. So let me pick what I'm gonna read. So there are actually quite a few that I can pick for this prompt. There is quite a few others on here, like definitely these ones, which I did really want to pick in March, but I didn't. I'm so sorry, I just moved the camera. It felt like the angle was off. I've had to check Goodreads for these 3, and I'm filming with my iPhone, and Goodreads is only on my iPhone. Okay. 1 second. Sorry, my toddler is literally over there watching stuff on the iPad so I can get this filmed. So yeah, Goodreads is on my iPhone and I'm filming with my iPhone, so I just wanted to double check that these were all either first in a series or standalones, so I could obviously read them. So these 3 are all potentials to be read. Like I say, there are a few other thin ones here that I could read, one here, but majority of these ones that look quite thin are like just over 300 pages, so can't use those. So there's these 3. I've got I'll Be There For You by Kelsey Miller, which is obviously a Friends related book, like Friends TV show. So I don't really know what this is about. I don't know who Kelsey Miller is, and I don't know why she's qualified to write a book about Friends, because I'm assuming she's not one of the actors or actresses in Friends. I don't know who she is, and I can't find. Oh wait, there's a picture of her. Oh, she's a journalist and an author. Yeah, I don't know what qualifies her to write a book about Friends, but you know, I don't know. I do absolutely adore Friends, so that's the reason why I got this. I've only had this for about a year, so I'm not really massively inclined to read it yet, because a lot of these I have literally had on here for like 10 plus years. Yeah. Okay.
I'm not burping.
You burping? Okay. But anyway, so yeah, I don't really feel inclined to read that one right now. And that is just literally just under 300 pages as well. Then we have Taking Liberties by Helen Black. This is 297. So again, just under the 300 mark. This is the first in a series. I looked on Goodreads, there's only 3 in the series currently. So I don't know if that means it's a trilogy or if another one's come in. I don't know. I don't know what this is about, so let me read and see if it piques my interest. Ooh, so I don't actually know what this was classed as. Like crime thriller, maybe? This sounds quite interesting, to be honest. Basically, it's a girl had a awful childhood. Her dad got sent down. She then managed to get her life together, and then as an adult she's told to go back to her old hometown where she grew up to do with work, and something about like her past slaps her in the face. So yeah, that sounds quite interesting. And then the other one is The Boy in the Striped Pyjamas by John Boyne. Obviously we've all heard about this film and probably this book. I actually watched this film as a teenager, and I think I read the book as a teenager too. Obviously it's real life, but I cried at the film, and I think I actually cried at the book when I read it as a teenager. But like I said, it's been so long since I've read this, and I want to reread everything on my bookshelf so I can determine what I do like and what I don't like. And everything that I don't like is going to go. So the only things that are remaining on my bookcase will be books that I actually like or incredibly in love with and would read again and again and again. But like I said, I've read this before. This is only a short one. How many pages? 216. So that's a really, really short one. I would fly through this probably like a weekend. I feel like I'm more drawn to this one. This is kind of giving like a Nameless by Jessie Keane vibe. Now if you've watched any of my other videos, my February wrap up and my birthday and charity shop book haul, I've mentioned Nameless in both of those videos, and it is currently my #1 top favourite book ever. I gave it a 4.5 star. I never used to rate stars as a teenager and in my early 20s, so to be honest, I don't really know if I would have rated anything a 5-star. Don't think I would have, because I don't remember it. But yes, so far, that is like literally my favourite book I've ever read. And that's giving this kind of vibe. So I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, we're going to go with this one. So prompt number 2. A book that you really want to read. Ooh. To be honest, any of the books that I talked about in my birthday book gifts and recent charity shop finds haul, any of those, but I've promised myself I'm going to read majority of these and all of these before I start those, and there's 100 in total, 102, so I don't know. You know what? It's this one. It's Hunger Games, because everyone's talking about what's it called? Sunrise on the Reaping, or Of the Reaping, Haymitch's version, like from when he was in the Hunger Games. So I think this one, and then I want to get the rest in the series too. But I've not seen this edition anywhere. So I really, really, really need to try and find the rest of the series in this edition. So if anyone can point me in that right direction, that would be massively appreciated. That was really quick, that one, wasn't it? I feel like all the other ones I like dawdle about, but that one was a pretty short thing. So prompt number 3. One sec. Huh? This was the one I pulled before obviously my husband came in. So this is the prompt. A book by an author you don't know. Alright, we might be here a while. Again, apologies if the angle is slightly changed. I've had to check on Goodreads again just to make sure these are okay to read. So we've got a few options. There are a few more on here by authors that I don't know. I just kind of narrowed it down, otherwise I'll literally be getting so many off here. So what I've narrowed it down to is Giovanna Fletcher, Letters on Motherhood. I'm going to be honest, I don't know what this is about. I don't think it's one that I want to learn something on. I think this is real life letters that she's wrote herself, like to herself or something. I don't understand, but it's all about motherhood, and obviously I am in the thick of it with my 2-year-old literally right there. So I don't know, it's not screaming to me. If it was some like a mum life kind of book where I'd like learn how to cope better, I don't think it is kind of that book. I don't know. Yeah, then the other option is Double Cross, the true story of the D-Day spies by, I can't even read that, Ben McIntyre. It's reflected badly on the book. This is a standalone, as is the Motherhood one, by the way. This is a standalone book. So this is a spy story. They have the D-Day spies. It says that on the front, on it, true story. Yeah, I don't really know anything else about. This is their story. I don't know who they are. I've never heard of them. But I do love true crime, and I do love things like anything to do with that kind of stuff. So I might enjoy this one, but I'm not. Oh, there's actual photos in here too. Ooh. So that's good, because I like learn something about history, wouldn't I? I don't know. I don't know if I'm feeling that. And this one, The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz. Underneath says she planned her own funeral, but did she arrange her murder? A woman is strangled 6 hours after organising her own funeral. Did she know she was going to die? Did she recognise the killer? I think I've decided. Yeah. There's a bookmark in here, but I don't ever remember starting this. So I don't know if that's from me or whoever gave me this book, which, like I say, would have been like 10 years ago. I'm going to do... Oh, I like how floppy it is. I see on BookTube all the time people talk about floppy books. This is really, really quite floppy. Like, it's definitely the floppiest book I own anyway. Like, I never understood the fascination when people keep saying, oh, it's a floppy book. I understand now. Is this an American thing? Because I keep seeing people talking about books from America that floppy. Is it just the UK that don't have floppy books or something? Don't know. Yeah, this one. I've already said multiple times, I think, in this video, I like true crime. So, yeah. Oh, it looks like April's going to be a really good read. More. There's some more. Yeah? I like it. You like it? I'm sorry, but I'm just loving how, like, it's looking ever so slightly smaller. Now, it's getting dark, so I need to hurry up. Apologies if it's going bad quality now. Oh, come on, be another good one. Let's finish the reading month off on a strong point. A book with an animal on the cover. Oh, I don't know. So I can't reach the top shelf to actually look at them. If I do that, I'm just going to knock everything off, so I'm not even risking it. So these are the two. So we got Molly and Me, and then Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I don't even know if you can see. Let me see. So they're animals. So these two, my two options. Lexi, don't knock it. Sorry, my toddler's literally right here. So these are my two options. I don't know. I might do Molly and Me now. I know it's going to make me cry. But I might do that and then save this for another month when I can maybe get the whole set. Because these... I got this one. And... Tales of Beat of the Bard too, and then this one is Quidditch Through the Ages. Stop moving it. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm hoping to try and read those at the same time, if possible. So yeah, I'm going to pick Molly and Me. I'm going to wrap this up because it's very dark and she's getting aggy now. So just to confirm, we have Taking Liberties, Helen Black, Molly and Me by John Grogan, The Word is Murder by Anthony Horowitz, and The Hunger Games by Suzanne Collins. So I'm very excited because obviously this one is just going to make me cry. Crime related, and then obviously Hunger Games. So yeah, it's very, very excited. So let me know if you guys have read any of these and what you thought of them. Which ones should I read first? And yeah, it'd be great to chat to some people who are reading the same books or have read the same books that I am currently reading. I would love, sorry, she's going to knock them off. I would love to be able to discuss books with more of you over on YouTube, on Bookstagram. That would be amazing. So as always, please like, comment and subscribe. And you can also follow me over on Instagram, Pagen the SAHM, which is Pagen the Stay at Home Mom. And yeah, thank you so much for watching the video and staying with me till the end, and I'll see you in the next one.